It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get the first possession of the game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
And the Buckeyes are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. He'll keep it on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wolverines offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Makes the grab. It's Drake. Brings a tackle, and he's got room. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Barnes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Lost a throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Morrison. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Handoff from the gun. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Wolverines will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Barnes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Brings it to the open.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He'll sneak it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Morrison. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
The hand to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now they'll run it to the right here. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. There's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's unfortunate for the offense because that drive looked so good. They were just methodical, and they were running, and they were throwing, and had the football down in a great position down near the goal line. You've got to be able to pay that off. You cannot afford to take a sack in that situation. If you're the quarterback, that's a massive mistake.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kick good. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Quarterback on the keeper. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. To give on the inside. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. A strike downfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Morrison. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun to give to the back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Kick is in the air. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover, they get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Avery. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Sends it back in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Preston. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He'll try the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Morrison. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got the first down and more. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's straight. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's got him in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Catch in the middle, it's John. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got his man down the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in 2 gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
And the Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Finds his man. It's straight. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's straight. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Barnes. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. The play action fake. With the catch, it's Barnes. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Wolverines are on the move. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They give it to him again. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got it in the middle, it's straight. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Backed up now, here's second and long. Finds his big tight end.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off play action on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. Makes the grab deep. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained. And they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on! He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. He splits the uprights. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
They'll ride the hot hand. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morrison. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Morrison. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He'll do it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you, and you have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Oh, they're after him. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morrison. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it set up on the outside. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working the middle. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. They'll go to the ground. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's straight. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. It's complete on the right side. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They'll try the run. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Oh, he got loose. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Number 29 in the end zone.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's John. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. He'll pull it on the read. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. On the move. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Pope. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Defense was confused, and the head coach uses a timeout. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Ohio State! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Gotta find a completion on this one. Under fire. Oh, they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.